Everyone says content marketing works, but how much content should you be creating? Hey everyone, I'm Neil Patel, and today I'm going to discuss with you how many blog posts you need to write each and every single month. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to this channel. That way when I release more videos like this, you'll get notified. Question for you, how many blog posts do you write on a monthly basis? Leave a comment below with the number. Now, can you take a guess on how many content pieces I write each month? Do you think it's 1? Do you think it's 3? Do you think it's 20? I write 4 a month. That's roughly 1 a week. And some months I write 5 because there's 5 weeks in the month. But that's really it. I just write 1 piece of content each and every single week. And you're probably wondering, wait, if Neil writes 1 piece of content, then I should write only 1 piece of content as well. Well, that's not the case. What works for me may not work for you. So let's go over to figure out how many pieces of content you should be writing each and every single week, because it's going to vary per blog and per industry. The first thing I want you to do is to head over to Ubersuggest and type in your competitor's domain. When you type in your competitor's domain, you'll see this domain overview report. Click on top pages, and this will show you all the top pages that your competitors have. Some will be blog posts, some of them won't. It'll even show you the keywords that they're ranking for each blog post for, and it'll even show you the backlinks that they have. What I want you to do is take all of those blog posts that your competitors are ranking for and create a big long list, not just for one competitor, but all of them, whether it's 3, 5, 10, 20, just get a laundry list. This will give you a good understanding of overlap, what articles are similar that all your competitors have, what ones are unique that they don't have and only maybe 1 or 2 have. And this will give you a good idea of how much content is there to be covered in your space. And this works for almost every space because you have to consider now there's over 1 billion blogs, which means there's content on everything. Now that you have that, you've figured out roughly how much content do you need to get the maximum amount of traffic and beat your competition. The next thing I need you to do is look at how competitive your competitors are. How many backlinks do they have? How much traffic do they have? What's their domain score? The higher the number, the harder it is to compete with them. I want you to go to Ubersuggest and then look at the domain score, the traffic of your competitors. The higher that number, that means the more competitive it is. The lower the number, that means the easier it is to outperform your competition. Now that you have that domain score number, the backlink count, the traffic number of your competition, this will tell you how much content you should be creating. If your competition has a domain score generally under 40, that means if you produce all the content that they have, over time you can quickly outrank them. That means you should be producing a lot of content, whether that's 7 pieces of content a week, whether that's 20 a day. You can produce however many you want. And the main reason being is your space isn't as competitive and it's not going to be that hard to outrank your competition. But on the flip side, if your competition has high domain scores, above 65, it's going to take a lot longer to beat them. And if that's the case, I don't want you to produce 10, 20, 30 articles a week, a month, or even a day. What I want you to do is look for content gaps. Look at all the things they discuss and what are the topics that not too many people are discussing but yet still get a lot of traffic. Because you'll find that if you looked up 10 competitors, maybe there's 1 competitor who gets a lot of traffic from 1 blog post, but none of the other competitors even considered writing an article on that. What I want you to do if your space is competitive is to write content that other people in your space aren't leveraging. In other words, you're looking for content gaps. You're seeing what people aren't really covering, and then by you covering them, even though your competitors have more domain scores than you, they have a higher authority, you can still do well because they're not trying to rank for those terms when they should be. That's what will help you determine and figure out how many pieces of content that you should rank for. In other words, if your space is ultra competitive, domain score of 65 and above, you want to look for content gaps. If your domain score of your competitors is under 40, write as much as you want, build the links, do the internal linking, because over time you can outrank them. If you need help getting more rankings, more traffic, check out my ad agency, Neil Patel Digital. If you enjoyed this video, like it, share it, tell other people about it. Thank you for watching.